Good morning. This is Scott Davis with the Morning Breach. Today, we're going to discuss the Garmin cybersecurity attack, what we know and what is still speculation, but most importantly, how is it being handled and how can it help your organization learn how to handle a cyber attack. So Garmin announced that a cyber attack encrypted some of their systems on July 23rd, 2020, and as a result, many of their online services were interrupted. Garmin goes on to state that they have no indication that any customer data, including payment information from Garmin Pay, was accessed, lost, or stolen in the attack. So based on that announcement, it can be assumed ransomware was involved, as that is the type of cyber attack that is known to encrypt data. Speculation is currently pointing the finger at the ransomware gang known as Evil Corp or Dridex and its WastedLocker Ransomware variant. It is also being discussed that the decryption key ransom payout is near $10 million. But again, that is just speculation and none of it has been confirmed. Over the next few weeks, more information will confirm what the ransomware variant is and ultimately if any customer data was exported before the encryption process began, as a public extortion will likely take place before any data is released. So, how did Garmin handle it? Well, I recommend that organizations know what they're discussing before any staff members make a statement. In Garmin's case, their phones were likely ringing non-stop only minutes after the attack encrypted the data. So outlining in your incident plan what messaging is given out is crucial. After all, you don't want a secretary stating all my network files end with .ransomed and I can't access anything anymore. It should take your IT team no more than a few hours to contain and identify the attack. If after an hour no progress is made, you probably want to start calling third parties, which also should be pre-interviewed and listed in your incident plan. Once the attack is identified, you should know if it is ransomware, the variant that was used, what user or computer introduced it to the network, and what it would cost to pay off the attacker. For forensics purposes, the computer that introduced it should not be shut down, but it should be disconnected from the network as quickly as possible. Now, you should pose the question, when is your latest backup from? When was the last backup restore tested? These are questions your IT team should be able to come back pretty quick with those answers to help you understand more what your response and recovery time is going to be. Give your some team to test and validate backups or restoring as planned, and then make your first public statement, which typically takes place on your website homepage. Announce a cyber attack occurred, that your team is working to restore services as soon as possible, and provide only the data you have to release to comply to any compliance requirements or local or federal laws. Get your environment back online, and then call for that full report of what happened, how it happened, and what is being changed to prevent it from happening again. This is commonly called an incident report. The big thing you want to know is your IT team 100% sure no data was extracted from the network. Now, it's almost impossible to say yes to that. Unless you have the right tools and services in place before the attack, it's not 100% sure. So if you can't say you're 100%, you do need to begin the process of breach notification, which is its own process because every state, country, compliance organization, and probably a few more entities have their own unique processes on how this is completed and who you must notify. You should bring a third party in to assist with this. Even if you're that local shop doing local business, you want to confirm that you're moving forward the right way. So as you can imagine, it's going to be a mess for the worldwide Garmin, as they will be answering to consumers, states, federal agencies like the FAA, and other governments around the world. Because of that, it will likely be months before we know 100% what happened. That is, unless the group behind the attack tells us first. You can take some simple steps to protect yourself today. One, you want to complete or require your staff, and that's every computer user, complete cybersecurity training at least annually. You want to force multi-factor authentication for logins for any services and logins that support it. And perform annual third-party security audits. I'm not saying your IT team is not good, but hackers are usually pretty good as well. If you don't already, you do need to create or at least review and update your incident plan and breach notification plans. And number 5 is always a no-brainer. Ensure your systems, hardware, computer, services are all patched and secure. So if you've learned something new today, just by watching this, take a few seconds, like the video, share it. If you want to see more episodes, follow along with The Morning Breach, themorningbreach.com. Find us on YouTube. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.